Socialization Station. This is the Isolation Distancing Club, and we are here. I was distracted because fucking Taylor made a chicken sound again, and I just barely sat down because he reminded me I didn't get my cheese, so I did just grab my cheese, almost in time. And also, how do I have two of these fucking things now? Why? How did this happen? How did that occur? I cut myself daily on these things, just walking to the kitchen. Anyway, I'm Ben Glebe, and thank you for being here with us on the Socialized in the Distance Club. And so now, I'd like to introduce you to a man who needs no introduction, but I give him one every day just to be rude. It's Steve Hofstetter.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Socialization Station, or whatever the hell.
Yay, the station!
If you guys want to support the show or find out what the real name of it is, go to sdscshow.com. That's where our PayPal is. You could also Venmo top right of the screen, or shoot us a super chat on our YouTube, as well as throw in the Facebook stars, all that stuff. We appreciate the support. As always, prefer Venmo or PayPal if you can. Yes. Yes.
Are you wearing a Dodgers shirt in honor of Tommy?
Oh yeah, of course I. What the fuck are you?
You son of a bitch! But you love Tommy Lasorda, right?
Mostly.
What an amazing character in baseball.
An amazing character, had some questionable beliefs, but an amazing character.
He did?
Was 100. Jesus Christ.
Yes, I know it's because he was very, very old. I understand that. We won't get into the whole thing now. But I'm still a Mets fan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a man who needs an introduction, Mr. Chris Bowers, everybody. Chris Bowers.
You can find my album on iTunes and Apple Play Music. It's still like Parler and Trump's tweets. Anyway, I'm excited to be here. And Tommy's fan. I did like Tommy Lasorda. I did not have a Dodgers shirt or hat to wear. I'm sorry, Ben, but I do feel your pain, and I feel Taylor's pain for the Mets stealing all of their good players from the Indians. Good job, Steve. Anyway, I thought it was just a blank hat. I thought it was just a hat.
That's actually an LA Dodgers 2018 hat.
Wow. So that shirt's from '86, Steve? Is that what you're saying? Anyway, how you doing, Rach?
I'm good, guys. Here's something blue that was within reach. Here's something blue. Does that help?
El Khalifa.
By the way, speaking of plugging merch, Bowers, one of my favorite things today was on Twitter. Donald Trump Jr. wrote this whole thing about how, like, our society's going to hell and everything is wrong, and I can't believe they would stifle free speech like this. And here's my website if you want to subscribe. I was like, holy fuck. Even I was like, that was tacky. That was really tacky.
Hey, circumventing the rules. What I've been saying to people all day is, look, you have freedom to say whatever you want. You just don't have the right to a bullhorn, right? So that's what Facebook is a fucking bullhorn. And you just don't. Bullhorns are for closers. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the joke.
I really want to see Trump with no other option than just literally standing on the White House lawn with a bullhorn, being like, I was robbed. The election was robbed.
It is crazy that he's like, I have no way to communicate with anybody aside from having a press conference in the White House. Like, what the fuck?
What he means is in 14 days when he's out of the fucking White House. But
yes.
And also to respond, and we didn't get to it yesterday because we had a 250-minute show, which I had a great time yesterday. It was what a fun show. But also, too, for all these people, there's a huge difference between protesting something real like racism and storming the Capitol because someone lied to you and you believed it. There's a huge difference in those two things. Violence or no violence, fucking dying to end racism is way different than dying because you bought a fucking internet story and basically sent money to a Nigerian prince and now you want your money back. I mean, like,
yeah. I mean, I'm sure some of you have seen this meme, but it is definitely worth repeating. So the voters can't be trusted. The poll workers can't be trusted. Voting machines, media, Bill Barr, the guy who was in charge of election security can't be trusted. Lower courts can't be trusted. Appellate courts can't be trusted. Supreme Court can't be trusted. But Donald Trump can be trusted. Roll that around in your head for about 3 minutes and realize how incredibly mind-bogglingly stupid that sounds.
Well,
yeah.
Exactly. Even when we go about, like, there's this whole thing where Bill Gates is trying to chip us with a vaccine. How did Bill Gates, the guy who invented computers and then gave all his money away, become a bad guy? Shut the fuck up. Like,
well, he's trying to get it back. That's why.
And by the way, he already invented a thing that tracks us. It's in your fucking pocket. Okay, we already have that thing.
I have a joke about people misunderstanding what free speech means. I reposted it this morning because there were all these
Great
fucking
joke,
right idiots.
Mm.
Thank you. There are all these right-wing idiots who are just be like, they're stifling our free speech. Well, they don't use words like stifling. They just go, it's bad. And so anyway, the basic premise of the joke is that free speech does not apply to the private sector, and it shouldn't, because if it did, that would mean you can go into work and you could say to your boss, I bet I could fuck your kids and keep your job. And I don't want to live in a world where you can do that and keep your job.
Exactly.
Unless you work in a very particular business.
I still don't want to live in that world, Ben.
No, objection from God over here. You can't tell someone you're going to fuck their kids in any industry ever.
Some kids are over 18 and are allowed to fuck whoever they want.
No, that's not how that works.
It's still weird, Ben. It's still weird.
I didn't say it's not weird, but it should be allowed.
But you're saying it's not a fireable offense if the kids are adults?
Yeah, if this is like, fuck my adult kids emporium, that's...
Wow.
You have to open... Listen, sometimes I wish I had a
What
face
co-
filter on when I said stuff.
Help.
I'm saying, you know, I'm glad you like that island you're on right now. It's a fun island.
Fuck my adult kids emporium?
Did we have an overnight game, Bowers?
We did not have an overnight game. I can't even save you with that. So, Steve, why don't you talk about today's game?
No, I want to let Ben sit in this for a minute.
Okay, what do you think Lindsay Lohan's mother, Dina Lohan's whole career was about? It was about prostituting her kid out.
Yeah,
You know,
and
it's
it was
not great.
bad. And it was bad.
It was
No
bad,
one's like,
but it's
"Yay,
not
Miss
illegal.
Lohan,
But it's
great
not illegal. What?
But Ben is saying that, like, if they're adults, it's perfectly legal. Like,
I'm
that's...
just saying you wouldn't get fired from that job if it was like Dina Lohan's company. I'm not defending the people. I'm just saying
I still don't want to live in that world, Ben. Anyway,
I didn't
today's
want to
game...
live in that world.
Today's game, in a perfect segue, is Erect a Band. So here's what we're doing. We're taking the name of a band, and we're working some... I gotta say, every way I say this is gonna be bad. We're taking the name of a band, and we're putting the word erection or a word that has to do with erection in the name of the band. So, something like Erection
in a
Zeppelin.
band. We're
What?
We're putting our erection in a band. Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
we're putting our erection in a band. We're making a band erect. Okay, so Erection Zeppelin, or Deep Purple Erection, or 9 Inch Nailed. However you do it, take the name of a band, make it erect, and the way you participate is you comment on any of our streams, our Twitch, our Twitter, our YouTube, or our Facebook. But if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end of the show, as well as having a much better chance of being read live on the air, what you do is you throw in at least $5, a tip of it's no matter how I say it, throw in at least $5 of a super chat, Venmo, or PayPal. We'll read those at the end of the show.
And now's the time of the show where I ask Leedy to please not draw what I said earlier.
It is too late. I'm already on it.
Please make it not look like me very much.
It'll be Lindsay Lohan.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Awesome. Corbin dating right there. The way you know how long she's been dating somebody by Corbin dating process. Anyway, video front row, please turn on your cameras and join us. The party has just begun. We got Patti LaBelle right there with Chris LaBelle. We've got, I meant Caddy LaBelle. I'm sorry, did I say it wrong? Fuck. My own damn joke. We've got Cass joining us. Hello, Cass. That was a very good sitcom turn up. You were like, we got Jan Skittles Johnson coming to us with an item for Sedent flag.
What?
She's coming to us from her den.
That's right. Denident. Biden. Oh, I understand. Got it now. Jennifer Story is here with us, everybody. Corbin Dating is with us. What the hell was that?
That's the that's the Andrew Rivers as the girl with the pearl earring.
Oh
I'm
my
just getting
God.
prepared. I'm getting Rivers hyped.
Nice. Very nice. We've got Brad Clark joining us, you guys, from outer space, and he looks almost as tiny as a star in the distance. We've got Frank Berman with us, everybody. Nothing funny to say about Frank Berman's background yet, but I'll get one eventually.
There's still time.
There's time. We got Dave Adler with us, everybody, coming to us from a tent in some kind of war zone. We've got Anna Hood joining us somewhere between Australia and... We got Shannon Burke joining us from a butterfly preserve. We've got That's a Teepee Bill joining us.
Thank you, Bill.
There's a difference between a teepee and a teepee top, just so you know. And we got Jessica Keibel joining us from the kitchen, everybody. Oh, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, but it looked like a three-pronged situation. There it is. And what is it? Oh, what spoons?
Measuring cups.
Definitely not what I thought. Okay, great. And welcome. That is everybody. Thank you for being here.
All right,
I don't say
fantastic.
stuff after that. That's when I stopped saying stuff.
No, that's typically when we introduce the comics, but I think one was a little bit late, so we're going to get to that in a second.
Oh.
Bowers isn't here.
Yeah, before we do that, Bowers is doing sound check with one of the comics. Before we do that, I wanted to talk about a thing that happened to me yesterday where someone texted me. They texted through my email address is connected to my texts. And so they texted my email address.
To your leg bone.
Yes, it's connected to my leg bone. It's connected to my neck bone. There's nothing in between my leg and my neck. It's real weird. So they texted and they start off with, "I'll call you in a second. My iPad. I'm in a game of Among Us. Sorry, that's what I meant to say." And I wrote back and I just said, "Hey, I don't know who this is." And they were like, "It's Alice." I was like, "Okay, still, who are you trying to reach, Alice?" And she wanted to reach someone with my same last name, so I guess they have a similar email address. But I told her, "Hey, wrong number or wrong email, whatever, it's not me." And she just kept insisting that I was the person. Like, apparently, I am Haley Hofstetter, everybody. That is just playing a prank on dear old Alice.
And was that Alice Giuliani calling?
It was Alice Giuliani. So eventually, I just asked, I was like, "Are you a very old person or a very young person?" Because, like, if you're in the middle of either of those things, there is no excuse for this shit right now. And then they go, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry, Harper. It must be you." I'm like, "Still not fucking Harp." And this is why no one believes what's happening with the election. This is why. Because people don't like being told that they're wrong. Like, no matter what the reason.
Well, I also heard that all those Hofstetters each voted in the election under your name, so that's real. Also, Frankie Angles is here, by the way. And also, just a side note, programming note, since we had to cancel our show the other day on account of civil unrest in our planet, in our country, we did the extra long show for you guys yesterday, so we hope you guys enjoyed that. And I believe Bowers now is back in the mix.
I've got two great comics for you today. Danielle Perez is here. How are you doing, Danielle? How are you doing?
Danielle Perez.
Hey. Hey, guys.
What's up?
Good to see you.
That's a hell of a background, Danielle.
It's a background. When living through a coup, do the things that bring you joy. And pretending like I'm in a drag club is that joy for me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, staging a coup brings some people joy, so it's a mixed message, really. By the way, Taylor just changed me to Harper Hofstetter. Fuck you, Taylor.
Bowers, your mic isn't on. You're not using your mic.
Oh, shit. I'm going to break it.
We'll figure it out. All right, meanwhile,
Also, you got to hear one. Speaking of the coup, perhaps one of the funniest things I saw on the internet was it's only a coup if it's from the coup d'etat region of France. Otherwise, it's just sparkling white terrorism.
Yeah, which, by the way, that was one. There have been so many of these jokes that people just keep stealing and passing off as their own. That's one that I saw, like, multiple professional comedians, word for word, write that same thing without crediting the original poster. Like, there's so much of that shit. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Speaking of one of those comics, Andrew Rivers is here. Andrew, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hey, buddy.
We're kidding. You would never steal jokes, Andrew.
I know, yeah. I have this great bit about you can't walk into work and tell them you want to fuck your boss or something like that.
I mean, you can say you want to fuck your boss. You just have to be ready for them to say no thank you. Also, Andrew, why is there a big red dick on your wall?
Well, I just keep mine there because I'm not using it right now. But
Can we see the full hair?
Oh, my hair? Yeah.
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 This is the last time we toured together. You had your head shaved, right?
Well, I shaved it March, like the second week of the pandemic. I shaved my head, so because I was like, it'll be a while before I can get a haircut or have to be around people. And
Well, the good news is he was drafted third by the Edmonton Oilers just 2 weeks ago.
yeah,
I hear he's
I
a
gotta
dirty
learn.
player, though.
very
I love,
dirty.
I love the fact that Rivers is so accustomed to having dicks on his wall. He wasn't even sure what side of him the dick was on.
Yeah. No, he actually looked to
Anyway.
the other side. There's another one just out of frame on the other side, also.
That's where Steve is sitting.
Oh, nice.
I'm only a big red dick when I get sunburnt.
Go to your
Rivers
point,
is currently residing at the Wall Dick Emporium. It's a great place.
To your point, Steve, people won't believe when they're wrong. It's crazy. Like it's it's just nuts. I mean, I can't believe that. It's my friend Kaylee. She has people sometimes will steal her pictures and pretend they're her on the internet. And like
Yeah.
I would go to bars with her, and like guys would come up and be like, "Oh my God, Melissa!" And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my name is Kaylee." I'm like, "Whatever, Melissa. Oh, we're gonna talk for 2 years and be in love, but you're not gonna recognize me at a bar." And I'm like, "It's not her, dude. You've been tricked." He's like, "No, let me see your ID." She pulls her ID out. He's like, he goes to the bouncer. "Her ID's fake, guys. This is a
Holy
Dude,
shit.
fucking tricked, you
Wow.
dumbass." And that's what's going on right now. What was it, Twain
So-
that said it's easier to fool somebody than convince them they've been fooled? I'm just saying, like, that's what's going on right now.
Wait,
These
wait, wait.
people cannot believe they've been tricked.
Wait, so you're saying her name's not Melissa?
Yes, they're not in love with her. I mean, she had people like, it was crazy. I've never seen like guys would come home from Iraq and find her at her restaurant job and propose marriage with flowers and a ring because they've been talking for 3 years online, and then wouldn't believe it wasn't her when she's like, "I swear to God, I don't know you."
And they're like, but I sent you all this money. It has to be you.
"Right, exactly." It's fucking nuts. It's
Yeah, it's also, and I think that is a lot of it. The idea of all these people who like paid for the stop the steal and all that bullshit. If they admit, it's cognitive dissonance, because if they admit that they were wrong, then that means they were duped into giving money for this shit. And like that's a tough thing to admit to yourself, that not only were you wrong, but you were completely tricked.
Yeah.
And by the way, my name is now Haley Hofstetter on screen.
I didn't do that.
I did that one to myself. I did that.
Oh, you don't want to be the little sister? You want to be the oldest? I get one.
Going back to Steve.
Rach, we got anything to catch up on before we get to a comic?
Yes, we do. We had Dana tip the show and said, "That bit cracked me up, Steve. Please don't let Steve anywhere near it." And then she's like, wait. She tipped again. "I meant don't let Ben anywhere near it."
You try to be comedically free and it bites you in the ass, huh?
Well, the thing is, you're not allowed to bite someone in the ass and keep your job, Ben. That's the problem.
Certain companies you can't.
Actually, if you work at Ass Biting Emporium, which is
Correct. Correct. That is absolute fact. In fact, you can't get promoted if you don't. It's
Yeah.
one of the main criteria there.
if you work at Asco, that's Costco. Sorry.
Oh,
All right, Rachel.
we're ready.
Have we ever been?
Asco, where you can buy your ass in bulk. Okay.
Or you can bite your ass in bulk.
Oh, I guess yes, if it's a big. All right, hey, let's do a comic. This next comic's brand new to us, but she's super awesome. You've seen her on Jimmy Kimmel. Give her Danielle Perez, everybody. Woo!
Hey, nice to see you guys. We're here. We're social distancing and also trauma bonding. It feels fun. I like it. Mix it up. Try something new. Usually, wow, I can't believe like literally it's January and we went into lockdown in March. It's almost a year. Usually I don't leave my house for days on end because I'm depressed and want to die. And I guess now I'm just doing it because I'm anxious and desperate to live. So yeah, a coup, insurrection. I just love that everyone who watches CNN is learning new vocab words to the usual ones like algorithm or aesthetic. No, I have been taking the pandemic pretty seriously because I am high risk. I'm high risk. I have asthma. I like to clarify that I'm high risk because I have asthma, because I also am fat and don't have feet. So a lot of people just like to assume, that I'm high risk for other reasons. And no, I don't have diabetes. Okay. I was just hit by a train. So calm down.
Oh my god.
My lifestyle. Someone said, "Oh my god," and it's like I feel that. What you're saying, I live it every day, every fucking day. Uh, it's wild though to like use a wheelchair and not have feet and still feel like the most equipped person in your family to handle an apocalypse. I am my best apocalyptic team. Okay, because I have two parents. They're old, they're elderly. I'm not going to call them geriatric. I'm not going to disrespect them on the internet like that, but they're in their 70s and they're acting like some fucking teenagers. My dad is obsessed with going to Trader Joe's, or not, I'm sorry, he's obsessed with going to Home Depot. And it's like, I'm sorry, you're a man in your 70s. If you don't have every hammer, every tool, every saw in your shed at this moment, you're not really about that woodworking life. Like, stop trying to front sometimes. Like, stay your ass at home. My mom, she's obsessed with going to Home Depot, or sorry, to Wow. It's great. You know what it is? It's like drugs are fun when you take them like occasionally, but when you have to take them every day, not so fun. For mental stability. Yet here we are, wobbly as ever. My mom, she's very obsessed with going to Trader Joe's. I don't know why my mom is obsessed with going to Trader Joe's. She's like a woman who immigrated to this country as a child from the Dominican Republic. She told me to my face, she said, "I feel safer in a Trader Joe's than I do at a Vallarta Mexican market." I was like, "Mom, Trader Joe's filled with white women who kiss their dogs on the mouth and don't believe in vaccinations. You're in a hot spot, okay? Stay home." She doesn't want to stay home. She doesn't want to listen. She wants to hang out with her homegirl, Masha. Her and her friend Masha, also old, also elderly. Last year, right? So not this past December, but the one before, they went on a girls' trip. They went to India. They were all up and down that country continent, right? New Delhi, Jaipur, all of it, seeing the sights. Masha is diabetic. Masha decided it was really great choice for her personally to leave every samosa, every chickpea, every naan unturned, to just stuff it all in her mouth. That bitch went into a diabetic coma in India with my mom and several of her friends, ruined the trip, did not die, and is still trying to hang out with my mom now in a pandemic. I'm like, "Mom, Masha's trying to finish the job she did not complete in India. She wants to take herself out and take you out with her. Give me your iPad immediately." I unfriended her on Facebook and the problem has been solved. But God, raising teens in their 70s is no easy task. It's not. I got the light. I don't really know what to leave you guys with beyond the fact that, as a woman, as a single woman living in this pandemic alone, I just want to let you all know that I am DTF, just down to FaceTime.
Danielle Perez, everybody. Danielle Perez. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. By the way, down to FaceTime would be an excellent t-shirt. That's a good. That's a solid shirt.
FaceTime, high risk bitch. If only I had access to the internet and Teespring, if only I had.
Do you sell those though? Our fans might buy them.
Really? You guys would be down? Comment,
Yeah.
I guess. Let me know. I'll make them.
They bought shirts that just say "shirt" on them from Mike Baldwin.
I love that. Okay, fuck yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah. We have extremely supportive fans. They put up with us. So
yeah, no, they're in it for the long haul. But I think a lot of that is like, codependency, is real. And I've been exploring
shut up.
that.
Shut up. Don't. Shush. We're doing this
It's like,
188.
I'm just talking to my best friend every day because like we're friends or because the ship is going down and I need to hold on to something.
Well, Steve makes a new T-shirt every 3 days, so that's part of it. If you want to release a shirt people will buy, I'd release it on Wednesday. He does his shirts on Sundays.
I haven't made a new shirt in a while, although I should make a
It's
shirt now for
limited
Ben.
edition if every run is a limited edition.
Oh yeah.
Every run is just one shirt available in each style. I should make a shirt though, just to piss off Ben. That's just a blue shirt that says "This is not a Dodgers shirt." And then,
Funny and hurtful, and try to. He's a good man.
You guys, what you should do, and this is I have a podcast with my friend Madison Wildroot Pod, but she was like, we should make a mug that one side says like I'm a Danielle, and then like another mug that says like I'm a Madison, and I was like, I don't want to do that because I don't want us to have to like have that conversation where we're gonna have to just stop selling, the I'm a Danielle. As fast as the I'm a Madison.
Yeah.
So you guys can do that for yourselves. You guys
if we had one for
If you
all.
don't think we don't have a mug, if you don't think we don't have a mug championship,
decide.
I'm saying if you don't think they don't sell mugs, Ben and Steve mugs in competition, and they keep count of how many mugs have been sold for each guy, you haven't paid. That's been happening.
By the way, not only
Everybody
Danielle
knows
do we have a mug competition. So Ben ran for president and he had his Glebe 2020 mugs. So then I made fake ones that just said Steve 2020. I didn't run for shit. I didn't even run Ben's campaign. And then we also made a Ben Spite mug, which I count toward my total of mugs sold.
Which Ben Spite mug? The raspberry?
The raspberry one. It says "Take that, Ben" on the side of it. That's the Ben Spite mug.
I mean, that does not count to your total.
It totally counts to my total.
No, it does not. And I'd like to check back in on the Steve 2020 versus Glebe 2020 mug count, to be honest with you.
No, you wouldn't.
Rigged. It's rigged. I don't believe a damn thing you say.
It is not fair that I'm the one that can check our Teespring totals, but still.
Stop the steal, Steve. We know Ben's
Let's all
ahead. We
storm
know Ben's
Steve's
ahead.
house and count the real mugs.
Yes. Yeah, you can see all the mugs in Steve's house in a box.
Yeah, there's actually the Republican National Committee bought 40,000 of my mugs. So
there's gonna be a massive mug dump in the middle of the night. Who knows?
Went to bed ahead and fell asleep. Woke up behind.
What happened to the mugs? Did you maybe, I don't know, did you do something to it? What did you do? I mean, I just want to know. I just want to know.
Oh, that's great.
We got any tips coming in?
Yes, we do. We had, so let's see, coming in.
That's a good drunk girl for never being drunk, Corbin. I think that was.
I love, by the way, that Bowers
Google
just
how that
forgot Leedy's name because it says Corbin on her screen.
Oh, no. Once you pretend you're drunk, you're Corbin to me. I like it. Now she's my friend.
She's adult enough to be called by her last name.
Yeah, let's get some shots, Corbin. Let's go. Fucking don't be a pussy.
But Bowers, what's her first name?
Leedy, shut up.
Okay.
Or for Leedens.
All right, tips for Danielle. Danielle, we've got Frank Berman tipped you $5 and said that was great.
Thanks, Frank.
You're welcome.
Kim Stewart, $5 and said excellent.
Nice.
Thanks, Kim. I love this. This is dope.
It's a good time.
Make those t-shirts.
Dana tipped $5 and said, Danielle, I loved your set. Wouldn't it be great if we could get Trump back on his meds, or really any meds?
Let's 5150 Trump, okay? They've had
Yeah.
a conservatorship for like almost 20 years. I don't know why Trump isn't in one.
25th and then 5150. I love it.
Yeah, 51, 50, 45.
There was a tip that came in for $50 for both comics, so $50 each. So unbelievable! Thank you.
They haven't even seen me yet. They're like,
Yeah, after Andrew said it's going to be 100 toward Danielle.
Also, after Andrew said it'll be clear to everybody that he doesn't steal jokes.
Oh shit.
Oh wow, that was best compliment I ever
Sorry,
heard.
Andrew.
Because he's so unbelievably original.
That's what's called a neg. I think Ben's trying to fuck you.
It's the long hair, Andrew. You grew it too long.
He's already fucked me when I've opened for his show that lasts 6 hours. So.
Oh shit!
One of those tonight, by the way. Tonight. I've gotten better at the time. I keep them a lot shorter now, just so you know.
Good. Thank you.
And I've also made sure that I now in advance tell the comic this show might run a little long. I forgot to do that for about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Andrew, what he's doing is he starts the show in Pacific time, but in case people are confused, he makes sure it goes all the way through what it would have been for Eastern time, just so either time zone works. Brilliant marketing strategy. It just takes 5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something called dedication to my craft and wanting to give the audience a lot for their money and wanting to do extra. You know what I mean?
I think
I
it's
do-
cute you
I
call
do
it a
like the
craft.
idea,
That's
though,
fun
that-
you call it your craft. I think that's adorable.
I do like the idea though that Ben's like, no, my show goes from 8 to 10, and they're like, oh, 2 hours. Be like, no, it goes from 8 Eastern to 10 Pacific. Like I do like that's the advertisement.
My favorite quote of all time was from Woodrow Wilson, and somebody asked him to speak when he was president, and he said, "Well, how long do you want me to speak?" And they said, "Well, how long do you want to speak?" And he said, "Well, if you want me to speak for half an hour, I need 2 months to prepare. If you want me to speak for an hour, I need 1 month to prepare. If you need to speak for 2 hours, I can start right now." So brevity is
Wait a
the
minute,
hard
that's
part.
an insult to me. I get it now.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
I feel like that joke could have been shorter, Bowers, but
There was a little fat on the bone. I give you that. It was not the.
And I think
Rule of threes. It was rule of threes, so you had to have that second one, which you didn't really need, but you know.
Well, no, I think that quote really proves how much preparation time you must put into your acts. Nobody ever gives you more than 15 minutes.
I really think that's why they make you do 5 minutes to begin with, to make sure you can edit yourself down to a reasonable amount of time, and once you can do that, then they give you more time.
But they really should like wean us up slowly because they just go from 5 to as much as you want. That's really a problem.
Well, if we were just more honest, I mean, the problem with all comics is they go, "How much time you got? How much you need?" Fucking 2 hours and 45 minutes. I got that. No, you fucking don't.
There's a gig that Andrew and I did a college gig together years ago, and it still to this day might be the worst gig I've ever done. And on the way, we were having a conversation in the car. I have this theory that how much time a comic really has is how much time you can do if the whole room hates you, but you still have to do your time. And so on the way up, Andrew was like, "Yeah, I think I got about 30," and I was like, "Yeah, I got 45." And we get there, and the gig is so fucking awful that after the gig, we get back in the car, and Andrew just goes, 7. And I said, 28.
describe the gig. There was no stage, and then there was black lights on the. We were standing on a dance floor full of balloons, and just black lit. There was no like stage lights. There were black lights, and the audience. It was like a Mardi Gras party for college.
It was a pre-Mardi Gras party where they had all pre-gamed right beforehand, where there's like these big giant circular tables. There's only about 30 people in the room. It sat for about 100. And right before it starts, the DJ comes on and goes, "There's food in the next room." So 15 of those people get up and go get the food.
Also,
And
the
nothing
cups were
says-
flashing.
Nothing says we're gonna party like listening to fucking Steve Hofstetter for 45.
28 Bowers,
22.
but still,
28. Yeah.
but still, the cups were flashing. Like they had like the bottoms of all the cups were like glow and flashing, and then they also had glow sticks. And the guy who arranged the event is sitting in his seat just playing with glow sticks like this. We're just like, this is.
I would have crushed this event. This is
Rivers, your demo.
But I not have just destroyed this group. We would have had a blast. Now I'd ended up on Molly or something.
Well, you'd have been shirtless taking shots off the table with him, but yeah.
Yeah, no. Know your audience, basically.
Yeah, it was fucking terrible.
Yeah, Steve's up there like, "I don't drink and I'm responsible and progressive politics," and they're like, "Boo."
No, I mean, look, I could adjust my act a little bit for the group. I was like, I used to drink and now I don't.
Me.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna own that.
Yay! Where are my pot? Is it called pot smokers at? Yay!
Yeah. I'm like, who smokes the wacky weed, huh? Huh?
This was like
Great story, guys. I'm gonna get back to Danielle's tips. If that's cool.
Wow, Mexico and Rachel is mean.
She's assertive. She's a strong woman.
Sir, there we go. Thank you, Taylor, for that. We had Matthew Plummer tip $5 and said, Danielle, you might want to be weary of who you partner with for those shirt sales, considering how these guys count. So probably don't partner with them.
I'll make sure I have a good accountant. No competition.
Danielle or Anna Hood, $10 for Danielle. Really good sense.
Thanks, Anna.
And then we had Tam Brown, $5. So thank you, Tam.
Thank you.
M Garza, $10 for each comics, and thanks for the laughs.
Nice.
Sweet.
Tracy Myers, $10 for Danielle. I loved your set.
Yay. Thanks, Tracy. You guys really do have such supportive fans. I love this.
I do enjoy the first time a comic's ever on the show. Like, what happens is, like, up until the point where they're doing their set, they're like, yeah, I guess this is kind of fun. And then they start getting tipped, and they're like, this is the best show that ever happened.
really makes me wonder.
Ever.
What's that?
We're just not appreciated ever. So what I just love comics going, oh, you liked a specific joke and you gave me money for it? It's such a weird concept. It's better.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
it'd be
people-
great.
It's amazing. It's probably a good thing I have this drag queen background because that's how they operate. It's like death drop $20, you know? Here's another 10. It's like,
But it also
you're giving us some movement, you know, all the words and you're lip syncing it, babe. Making it rain. And I do believe comics should be tipped like drag queens. If you just have money thrown at a stage while you
I
like
love that.
close,
By the way, guys,
that's the dream.
that happens at my shows all the time. What jokes do you guys do?
Yeah. Buying merch.
Would
is
actually-
people throwing money. It's a little different. I know they're buying books or, but I.
It also would definitely not work for Steve's shows. He'd be the worst person for that. Literally, there'd be $1 thrown, and then he'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, you're interrupting me," and then there'd be no more money thrown.
Ben, I know that you're kind of joking, but also someone has tried to
I'm not joking.
A couple of
yeah,
times
yeah.
people have tried to buy merch like during the show, and I have been like, fucking stop it. Like they're trying.
Not the time or the place. There's
Yeah,
not a place for that. Don't sully the craft.
Yeah, it's being supportive, but it's also.
But I also think it'd be really cool for comedy because you'd go to an open mic or a show, and the fucking good comics would be like, "Oh, I made $23," and the shitty comics would be like, "I made $0. It was a terrible crowd." No, we all made $23, dude. You just suck. Like
That's
like
ours.
everybody was getting money thrown at him, and then one guy went up and got no money. I think they'd have to quit, and that would help comedy. I think.
Bowers, by the way, that's the exact pay scale of the Hollywood Improv.
Don't exaggerate.
After Bowers sets, he owes the crowd money.
Don't exaggerate.
Oh my god, no. Getting tipped money. I like when I'm in like an Uber or Lyft in the pre times. When someone would find out I'm a stand-up and they'd ask me to tell them a joke and I'd say, pay me. It was always a man. It was always a man asking me to tell them a joke and I'd say, pay me. And I've made some money. And I just poorly. But
By the way, Danielle, my standard answer when someone would be like, tell me a joke, I would always just be like, well, buy 2 drinks and give me $15. And no one ever paid me.
You know, I just tell them a joke because they seemed interested in something I'm trying to do. So I just on, and I'm not just a dick to everybody who's interested in my craft.
Well,
I
look,
just-
Bowers.
Some people die from exposure, but you got those jackets, so you're good.
I just tell them a joke. I can't tell me times I've done 45 minutes on an airplane. I've done that a million times.
Well, that's just because you can use the food as your props. You know, you're talking about airplane food, so it's right there.
I'm a comedian in the 90s. I have jeans on with the jacket.
I love the idea that you're on an airplane being like, hey, you guys ever fly? Oh, we all.
But I'm I'm saying to you is that's my favorite thing about comics is they fucking will drive an hour and 15 minutes, wait an hour for their turn to talk into an empty room with just a bartender, and they sit down on a plane and someone goes, "Oh, you're a comic? Tell me a joke." And they're like, "Ugh, I'm not at work." You don't fucking work. Shut up. Fucking joke. Jesus Christ. You're
That's a
working
solid
on shit.
point.
Tell them something you're working on. Let's go. Don't fucking go to an open mic. This is an open mic. If you make one guy on a plane laugh from the middle seat, you can fucking make anybody laugh. Let's go.
I also like the idea that
That's another tip for me. No,
yeah, that if Bowers is he's like, "Oh, I'm having a hot set," and he just shoves some out of the way and grabs that fucking intercom thing.
I don't work for Southwest, but my point is,
Are you-
I'm not kidding. Like the night I met Chrissy, one of the things that won her, or the night I met Chrissy, I just ended up at a party somehow, and someone's like, "Oh, you're a stand-up comic?" I was like, "Sure," and they like do comedy. I go, "If you listen, I will." And they all sat down on the floor, and I did 35 minutes in a living room at 3:30 in the morning to 20 people that were just drunk, and we had a great time. And then afterwards, my girlfriend of 10 years started dating me, so it fucking works out sometimes.
And by the way, that was Bowers's.
Like Kanye West, and you're Aziz Ansari.
I'm just saying.
That was Bowers' highest paying gig he ever did.
That also was Bauer's version of musical chairs. He walks everybody, and the one left gets to dance.
That's how it works. I killed that living room, man. I'm saying I'll do comedy anywhere. If you want me to tell jokes, I will tell jokes no matter where the fuck we are, man. I love telling jokes. I'll tell them to anybody, anywhere. Doesn't matter. Let's go.
Are we allowed to tell airplane jokes? Like, I have a joke about being on an airplane that I wrote a little while ago. I was doing in my act, and every time I feel like I have to put a disclaimer in there, like, I know it's hacky to talk about airplanes, but can we do any airplane material?
I do plenty of stories that have to do with flying. The dog in the airport story, technically. The TSA bit I was doing for a while. I think the trick is you can't just be like, "Boy, those snacks on an airplane, huh, guys?" You know, like you have to you need a new.
Okay, I will cross that bit off my list.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just be like, "How do you fit in that airplane bathroom?" So don't do that bit anymore.
It's
Ben.
just that the snacks are so small.
Biscoff like you used to be able to.
It's what?
You can't come for Biscoffs like that. You know.
True that. Well, I mean, now they're doing those Stroop waffles, which is a fucking dream. Those Stroop waffles, those thin-ass Belgian waffles that you put on top of your coffee and they get a little melty in there and they're thin, they're a little,
Biscoffs are better.
No.
I'll take the Stroop waffles.
That's a first class accommodation.
They're both great. This is not first class, I promise you.
It's not first class. It's just not Spirit, Danielle.
Remember that time we were with Dulce and you and Dulce were talking about first class, what you like about first class, what you don't like about first class, and then out of nowhere, Sean White, he's like, "I love Spirit Airlines." We're like, "What? On who says they love Spirit Air?" He's like, "They have a 3-for-1 beer deal."
Was this me and Dulce?
Was that Dulce's birthday a few years ago?
Yes.
And Sean
Yes, I
White
do
just
remember
was
that.
obsessed with this 3-for-1 deal on Spirit Air.
Wait, Spirit has 3-for-1 beers?
Like 3 beers for the price of 1. And he had a whole scam. He's like, I tell them, I was like, I don't want my 3 beers at once. I want them one at a time. He would get his beer right before they have to like shut everything down for landing and would never pay for the beers. It's like
Get 3 beers to the price of none.
Wow. So he was stealing, and Spirit doesn't get, because you work at Spirit, you don't give a fuck enough to care. You're like, whatever. You paid
You know,
$8.
Spirit has a tip jar on their little cart when they roll by you. Can you imagine working at Spirit and like just dangling that little tip jar?
Spirit Airline actually.
Such a great job.
Spirit Airline charges you to tip.
Yeah, the full name actually is We Will Break Your Spirit Airlines.
And it's $34 though. If you want to fucking fly and have real shit, pay $350 like everybody else. If you want to pay $34, you get it's a bus. Shut the fuck up. You can't $34. I'm sorry.
You know what job I want? I want the job of the guy who.
Fly? and don't want to have a seat, if you can hold on to the thing the whole time, we can fly you for $26. Look,
I believe I can fly and do tips. Can't finish. Danielle, Jessica Keivel tipped you $25 and said that was such a great set. What a hilarious person you are, and your background is awesome, fabulous, covetable. Yes.
Thank you. Order on Amazon. I know it's bad, but you deserve joy. Even though Jeff Bezos doesn't deserve $1 trillion.
Matthew Brooks tipped $5.
That's a real conundrum.
Thank you, Matthew.
Thanks, Matthew.
We had a general from Dave Adler. He said General Buttadum or whatever. All the chat about this kid makes me think that Horn Man is Gould have been singing. That doesn't make sense. Have been singing Akuna Matata.
Oh, nice.
Buffalo guy was singing a Kuma. All right, that's fun.
Amazon's a real conundrum, isn't it? Because, like, yeah, it's kind of evil and Bezos is far too rich, but it's awesome.
To just have like in the middle of the night it be 3 a.m. and be like, oh, you know what would be really great right now if I had 25 face masks.
Yeah.
I already have some at home. I don't need them, but I want them now. I want them tomorrow.
It's magical. I mean, literally, like, you can see a guy on an internet show with a tiny little piece of metal that becomes a sword from China, and it's at your house a week later. It's nuts.
Do you guys, are you any of you members of Amazon Plus?
What's
Plus?
Yeah, it's very limited. What you do is you join it, and then you don't even tell them what you want. You just think about it, and then they give it to you before you thought about it. It's pretty cool.
Well, that's because they have a great series of precogs that sit in this.
Brain, do you have to pay for the implant or?
No,
no.
It's free with Prime.
Yeah.
Prime.
I do that with Domino's. They just send 5 pizzas a week to my house, and I eat them. I do that. Go up. They just charge me.
Ben, Alexander Breyer wants to know, can you do the Jerry Seinfeld airline joke with a filter?
I don't think I have a Seinfeld filter, but I can work on that for you.
Okay. Yeah, let's work on
What's the deal with filters? Who are these people?
that. And then
Too much peanuts.
Fake.
Gus Walsh sent in a super sticker, and it was a Shiba dog with a big smile on his face, tilting his head doing this. That's how I feel right now, on the inside and outside. And then this is a good lead into Andrew. Renee Hutchison said, Andrew, it's been a while, but that blue dinosaur did make it safely to Australia after a long quarantine. Thank you. Now, how much for that red one, Kay?
Wait, the dildo or the
red.
She got the blue dinosaur. Now she wants the red lizard.
Oh, it's a dolphin.
No, she wants the red dick. I think the red dick.
The red dick. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll send that to you.
That's red dick. That's ridiculous. All right, are we ready?
Andrew, let's go.
Come to the stage. We had him a couple episodes early. We usually have him every 100, but we did 80 and we're good. Andrew Rivers, everybody. Woo!
Thank you. Yeah, now that the parlor is down, they don't know how long this show is going to last, so they had to sneak me in before then. But man, it's nerve-wracking to perform comedy online because I always worry that if my first joke bombs, they're just going to tab over to Netflix, you know? I'll check back in a couple minutes and see if this gets any better, but it's hard to compete with Netflix, you know? Queen's Gambit's a big show. Everyone's telling me to watch Queen's Gambit. I haven't seen it, but I was in chess club in high school, and I was a little girly, so I feel like I get the gist of it. But I hear it's a good show. I mean, it's got to be a good show to make chess popular, right? I mean, if you're making chess exciting, that is amazing dialogue, I guess. I read that chess.com has got record-breaking traffic. They said their traffic is 3 times the normal amount. So 3 people are on chess.com. Just one guy playing with himself. That was me in high school. Hang in there, buddy. I wish chess was this popular when I was in high school. I could have been a cool, popular prom king. Or, you know, I know it doesn't make you cool. You don't get a Letterman's jacket for chess, and chess being cool doesn't make your back acne go away. But gee, let me have my dreams, okay? Just I live up in Seattle, and comedy's illegal out here, but I'm hoping this will make me sound way more interesting on first dates. If a lady's like, what do you do for work? I'm like, what do I do for work? Well, we probably shouldn't talk about it here. It's kind of illegal, you know. Oh, so mysterious. Am I dating Batman? Yes. I'm exactly like Batman if Batman took his parents' money and started a podcast. We are the same. Welcome to the Batman podcast, sponsored by Stamps.com. Do you work a night shift and can't get out during the day and sleep? Stamps.com. Also sponsored by Hall's Throat Lozenges. Tough voice. Lockdowns are crazy. I know in Los Angeles, it's crazy. You're not even allowed to have outdoor dining because of COVID, which is crazy. You know, I just feel bad for all the waiters and waitresses out there. You know, I mean, they already can't perform comedy. Now you've taken away their day job also. So that'd be tough. But some of the lockdowns don't make sense. I mean, like bars are closed, but schools are allowed to open. That seems backwards. I feel like bars are safer than schools, right? At least bars kick people out after they vomit on the floor. You know, in kindergarten, that's called finger painting. So that's exciting. But I think schools are very prepared for coronavirus. You know, if a kid gets sick and dies, they already have plenty of chalk to outline the body. So that'd be fine. It's tough to not be able to perform right now. You know, it's a little depressing because there's so much to joke about, and a joke can appear out of nowhere. You know, like a joke is like a boner; it just pops up for any reason and at any time. And mine usually come to me while I'm alone in the shower, but you know, if you can't use it right away, it's frustrating, and you just got to tuck it away and hope it comes back later. But I was talking to my buddy about it because I was getting a little depressed because I can't tour. And he said I have a thing called a joy deficit because the thing I loved the most was taken away from me. I was trying to be funny. I was like, oh, is that what it felt like when you got divorced? He was like, no, that's what it felt like when I got married. I was like, oh. Zing. I'm trying to replace my joy with things I like. I discovered hiking. And that's been a great, fun time. I was a little nervous about bears because I'm a pussy. But I did research, but that doesn't help either because it's very confusing. You know, you go online, it says if it's a brown bear, do one thing, but if it's a black bear, do the complete opposite. And I'm like, well, how do I explain to the bear that I don't see color, you know? I did more research, and it turns out there's a limerick you can remember for bears. If you're in the woods, there's like a nursery rhyme. It goes, if it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. I think I got that from LAPD maybe, but... oh, my God. Anyway... I enjoy the NBA's back on. I'm a big sports fan, and I loved the playoff bubble. That was so exciting. Although I didn't like that the players had like social justice slogans on their jersey instead of their name. And I don't care about politics and sports. I just don't know the names of the players anymore. You know what I mean? I'm yelling at the TV like, fuck you, Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Unit education reform can burn in hell. You know. So, long story short, I'm not allowed at Buffalo Wild Wings anymore. But I'm in the corner. Minneapolis is on fire. They're like, please leave. We've asked you. Hey, you guys are great. My name is Andrew Rivers. Thanks so much.
Andrew Rivers, everybody. Andrew Rivers. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. And I've been touring off and on with Andrew for almost a decade. I will say, Andrew, your material has gotten so fucking good, and all it took was you not performing in front of anyone.
Yeah. I'm allowed to just be by myself. If I don't have those pesky audiences to tell me which jokes are good or not, then...
I thought Steve was talking about himself. That you're way better.
Oh, yeah. I'm just so nervous when Steve's around. I'm like, I hope he doesn't steal my joke, you know? So.
Yeah, long story short, I'm not allowed at Buffalo Wild Wings anymore.
No, I did watch Queen's Gambit. I think Queen's Gambit is going to do for chess what Rounders did for poker. Because like when Rounders came out, then all of a sudden Texas Hold'em blew up in the whole world, and that's about math, and this is more just about reading. I didn't realize how much chess was just reading, but that's what chess is reading and remembering shit. But it was a good show. I liked it.
Chess is about reading? What do you mean by reading?
I'm saying that all chess is memorizing other things people have done so you know how to counteract it. I didn't know that until I watched Queen's Gambit.
That's not what reading is, Bowers.
Books on what other people, this opening, that opening, all the different strategies people have used. So when someone puts their thing a certain way, you're like, oh, I've seen this before. Here's how you counteract it. It's studying. How about that?
No, or Bowers, or you can just take blue pills and visualize the shit on the ceiling.
No, you still have to read books, even in the pills. She actually had to read the books. The pills helped her read the books.
Wait, does she do drugs? Does she
I haven't seen the
There's a
show.
lot of drugs, yeah.
Spoiler alert, she's addicted to Viagra.
We would knock that queen down with her penis.
So I went to the high school I went to was like a very big chess high school. I didn't play. I was terrible.
Don't brag.
But no, this is bragging. And so at the time, the number 1 and number 2 ranked players in the country both went to my high school, and they played each other. They were like, oh, just, in the hallway, they like set up a board. And the number 1 player was so fucking good that he played with his back to the board. He didn't even he just memorized everything, and he beat the number 2 guy. Like, that to me is
Wow.
is absolutely insane, because there's no real way to monetize that. How the fuck?
My favorite thing is that, every teenage movie has the cool kid does a different sport. Like she's all that. It was soccer. In fucking American Pie, it was lacrosse. Like they have a different, in Steve's high school, it was chess. That was the cool sport.
No. Let me be clear. Neither one of those.
Badass. Like,
No,
you were such a nerd, you couldn't play
Bowers.
chess? Is that what you're saying?
Let me be clear. Neither one of those kids was cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve made sure of it when he threw them in the trash can during every lunch period.
No. I just like that they got
He
thrown
would
in the
walk
trash
through the
can.
hallway and kick over their chess game and go, "Get a life, loser!"
I just appreciated that they were getting thrown in the trash can instead of me. Like, that's, I wasn't doing it. But also, Martin Shkreli went to my high school. Like, he's an actual supervillain.
Lord said bless you.
Wait, is Martin
perfect
Shkreli the guy
time
you
to
wrote the
interject
penis
in-
game with in high school? Is that your buddy that you said?
No. Martin Shkreli was he's
I know who he is. I'm just wondering if he was the same guy you invented the game with. I'm not saying.
No.
Hey, you guys,
You
get
know,
out of the
you
way.
want
I'm about
money?
to get some money. Yeah.
Want some money?
Guys,
Hold
try and
on,
wind down.
Rachel has to read the one person who tipped Andrew.
Yeah,
And
it's
A.
gonna
Rivers
be 2
and-
if my thing goes through.
And A. Rivers gave you $3 and said, "I'm going to need this back."
All right, Marianne White tipped $25 and said, Andrew, love from Gig Harbor, Washington.
Hey, Gig Harbor comes Tacoma Comic Club. We might be doing. We're gonna be phase 2 if we had 1% hospitalization spike, so we couldn't go to phase 2. But I think next week we're gonna do an outdoor show with 10 people. So if you want to come to that, maybe just an idea.
Yeah, just if anybody wants to come to a show that may or may not happen that'll only have 10 people, just make sure to follow Andrew.
Yeah,
Now,
just,
what's
uh,
sad is that's the same announcement Andrew's made his entire career about every show he's ever been on.
Only when I'm opening for Steve.
Yeah, now Andrew's flyer says, if you're not in the coma, come to Tacoma.
I might steal that. That's pretty good.
Did you say Duckoma too, though? By the
Yeah.
way.
Tip number two. Hayden LeMaster sent you $5 and said, I grew up near Tacoma and spent my childhood at Cheney Stadium, loving the Rainers gear in the background. Great set as always.
Hey, Tacoma Rainiers, the minor league baseball team. I threw a first pitch for them. Good times.
Okay, good story. Matthew Plummer tipped you $5 and said, Andrew, don't be ridiculous. No one is tabbing over to the Queen's Gambit. We all binged that whole series weeks ago. Hilarious as always. That's true.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It is. Kim Stewart, $10. You're so damn funny. Marianne White tipped Danielle $20.
Hold on, Rachel.
So there's that.
She was like, I'm going to give her more money during Andrew's set. That's what's going to happen.
Well, Rachel, if
He
you can
deserves
just,
it.
Rachel, if you can just keep it down for 1 second. She's about to play the Russian. I'm very excited here.
Z Bunster tipped you $5 and said, Andrew, I'm dying in a good way. It seems like you've got a lot of pent-up jokes in the shower
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Speaking of, no joke, but somehow this works perfectly well. Carmel bought me a waterproof notebook and pencil for the shower that sticks on the wall.
No.
And you can write your ideas down when you're in the shower. And I've got nothing on that notebook so far.
Yeah,
Months.
just draw some boobs and then you'll deal with your boner in the shower too. So
Now I can never do that because I'll be thinking of you suggesting that whenever I do that. Deal.
I just hate when all your good jokes go down the drain, Andrew. That's my sad.
Hold on, Bowers, hold on.
So do my kids. All right.
Bowers, look at what the pencil that is on the shower with the sticky on it says on the pencil.
Yeah, read it.
You have to
Hang
do
on.
it like the Instagrammers do, like this.
Oh, no more great ideas down the drain.
That's good. Bowers stole a joke from a pencil.
I would think the pencil and I had parallel thinking, but that's me. I've never met the pencil. I didn't see the pencil's act. I've never been in Ben's shower for sure. So,
Anna Hood tipped you $10 and said, for more great laughs, go Hawks.
Hey, well, yeah, go Hawks. Gonna be a very exciting game. Hopefully we win.
the
Jennifer
Seattle Seahawks,
Story-
which is a football team. That's if you didn't understand that.
And I was like, are
No, I have no
you
idea.
on the field?
Andrew plays lacrosse for the local high school.
Yeah. The players are still bigger than me, even though they're actually still in high school. But
Go Hawks.
Jennifer Story tipped each comic $5 for both comics, and then $5 because Rachel, words are hard.
hey,
See you,
Thank you
Jennifer.
very
You're
much.
Here in the front row, and I think you were. I see you. Words are hard. She has a mug that says "Words are hard." It's true. Frank Berman, $5. Andrew, you look like the guy from this show, the one who dressed like Indiana Jones.
which show? The Queen's Gambit show?
He does.
He does. Oh my God, you look like the head nerd.
Oh,
That was perfect casting because the guy looked like a guy who'd be really good at chess, but then was so good at it he was actually cool. But he looked like
Yeah.
a guy who'd be, that started out as just
Oh,
a
he does.
chess dude, and then eventually got cool. Yeah, it does look just.
You
like
ever-
So you're saying I look cool? That's the
No, no,
first
no.
time anyone's
I
ever
mean,
said that to me.
mix.
The guy in the Netflix
Like,
show looked cool because he
almost.
dressed cool. I'm saying he had the same face as you. You're not
Oh,
cool,
okay.
but you have the potential to be cool. I didn't know till right now. That's
If
what
you
I'm saying.
take off the hat, like, and she's all that, cool. Instant.
How are my tips now?
You just need Danielle's background.
Just like, checkmate.
There is no mating going on in my house, but
Aw.
The queen is
Yeah, that
captive.
Marissa Myrick, $5 to each comic great sets today. Gus Walsh, $5, and I love Andrew more than Bowers loves chocolate blueberries. Blueberries. I should say.
You're very good,
that's
by the way.
that's
Thank you.
yeah. That's a
I- I
huge
read-
compliment.
I had
Just
weed chocolate
call Bowers
blueberries
and
yesterday,
the
and they were
salt.
solid.
Did they hit you pretty hard?
Oh, they were a good buzz. I mean, it didn't hit me hard, but it was fun. I had a good time. I mean, sometimes weed makes you sink into a couch, and sometimes it makes you giggle and have a good time. And those were giggle, have a good time berries, so I liked them.
We all had a good time too. We also had Tam tip you $5. Thank you, Tam. M Garza, $10. And Jessica Keibel closing us off with the Andrew tips, $100, and
Ooh, wow.
said,
Oh,
Andrew,
Holy
I've been-
moly!
I've been sending Christmas presents through Venmo, and I don't know how I missed you. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, great set, and your new material is really good, really, 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 really.
Thank you so much.
That
I
is
love
awesome.
you.
And Andrew's actually going to use that to hire a lawyer to try to get back into Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Who's that from?
Pick up.
That's from
Jessica.
Jess.
That was so kind.
Thank you so much.
Very cool.
All right, we're ready for the game.
Are we ready for the game? Let's play this game. Let's go.
Let's get hard. Today it's Saturday, so we're gonna make a band or an artist name erection related. Boner, stiffy.
And Danielle, I didn't prep you on this, but just out of all these, she's gonna do some unpaid ones. Then after that, just pick one you like to vote on. So you're gonna have a vote here in a minute, Danielle.
Awesome.
Okay.
There's gonna be a lot of dicks coming our way. So if you're in our front row, raise
I'm
the
used to it.
hands. You can click on the reactions raise hand option or in the participants window. These are some unpaid ones that I like. Greg Murphy had Credence Erection Revival. We had Andrew Kerr had the Grow dolls.
Nice.
And then Amina Sala, let me just make sure this one's not paid. It's not. I really love this one. Fleetwood Sack.
Very good.
All right, so front row. Who's first? La Balls, of course. Go ahead.
All right, so I have a Wu-Tang cock, erections with attitude,
Nice.
white snake, no changes, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Hung,
Oh my God.
and erection against the machine.
That's cold. Jennifer Story.
Hi, the Republican National Convention got a new theme song, Guns and Boners. I also have the Allman Brothers Boners, Deep Purple Erection.
Nice.
We're gonna have to call a doctor because this guy has a 3 days erection. Flaming Boners and Alan Parsons Erection.
Nice.
Anna Hood, you're up next.
So I have, sorry, Harry Cox Jr., Mother Loves Bone, Ozzy Osbourne, Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Nice.
Ween E, and two that don't need changing, Tool and Berg Pipe.
Nice.
Cass, go ahead.
Bare Naked Boners, Bowling for Boners, and System of a Stiffy.
Nice.
Frankie Angles.
Okay. I have for the old heads, I have instead of lemon heads, I have erection heads. Erection Club.
Come,
Erection No More?
chameleon.
Yes, I was waiting for someone to say that. Erection. No
Come,
More?
I feel your bone.
Come and go, unfortunately.
Well, you want them to go. It'd be terrible if they just were there the whole time. That'd be awful.
Isn't that the way you date, Bowers?
What?
They come once and they stay forever.
They come every time. That's why they stay forever. It's a different.
I got Rage Against the Erection. Instead of No Doubt, No Erection. Red Hot Erection. No, that makes no sense. 9-inch erections. That's it.
Dave Adler.
Okay, so I have the Hardigans.
Nice.
Like that.
And then instead of Carl Cox, we have Carl Cox. Britney Spears. And the last one is Boned, Thugs, and Heart of Me.
Is that a knockoff hat? Did you make your own? Mike Baldwin
yes.
hat?
So this is from Woo. And so let me get my screen on. So not only do I have a cap, but I also have the shirt.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
and
a TP pop. Top.
TP top.
TP.
I just want to say go lacrosse as well.
I see you, Jennifer, you bitch.
I got Pubic Enemy.
Nice.
And Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5-inch. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 inches.
Nice.
Is there anyone else in the front row that wants to do theirs live on air? Okay, so I'm going to do Jan's for her. She has Motley Erection
Nice.
and Erection Crew. And then Frank Berman had to leave the front row, but his was Stiffy and Garfunkel. John Lennon and the Plastic Boner Band. Elvis Costello and the Erection.
Nice.
And Sly and the Family Boner. And so here are the rest of the entries. We had a lot of tips that weren't game entries that came through Venmo, because Venmo on my phone is fun. Ben Sewell, Britney Speared.
Nice.
And then Pole Play. We had Alexander Breyer. This was on behalf of a YouTuber, Sun. I really like this one. ICP, Insane Cock Posse. We had Kim Stewart, 3 erections down.
How many to go?
Hopefully not that many more. Tam Brown had rolling erections.
Nice.
The 4 erections. Jesus and the Erection Chain. And then Sly and the Family Erection.
Nice.
And then here are the rest of the entries. We had Jonathan S., Dexty's Midnight Boners. Jonathan S., Dick Steadfastly and the hit single Always Gonna Get You Up. Jonathan S., Engorged Michael.
Oh my God.
We had Brianna Bafford, the erection formerly known as Prince.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Another Chris had Jane's erection.
Nice.
And the sex erections. Cannabis Jones, Erection Presley.
Nice.
Curtis Mason, Erect at the Disco.
God.
Erect on my dick, so.
M. Garza, Alice Erections and Chains. Oh, ow. Curtis Mason, Not So Limp Biscuit. M. Garza, 9-inch phallus. Jason B, Knob Dylan and the Gland.
Oh my God. You guys did really well with this game.
That's good. That's good.
Oingo Boingo, long last name, Lady Gags on.
Oh my God.
M. Garza, Post-Erection Jukebox instead of Postmodern Jukebox.
Nice.
Amana Sala, Kid Cock. Oh God, Amana Sala, Pube Lick Enemy.
God.
Oingo Boingo, long last name. Oh my God, the white stripes I left on your back.
Holy shit. Oh.
Warn me first. I would have muted you there.
Matthew Brooks, Afro Jack Off. The Get Off Kids. And Chubby Pecker. Sala.
Chubby Pecker. Oh my God. That's great.
Sala, Squirt Cobain.
Oh my God.
Sala, Wang Chung. Sala, Arrow Stiff.
Yeah, these are great.
All American Erex. Victoria's got a Reggio. Erections at work. Oh, that's gonna get you in trouble.
Not a company that Ben knows.
Yeah, the your adult kids emporium loves that shit.
Greg Murphy, Peter, Tall, and Harry.
Oh God.
Oh my
Didn't they sing a song about a magical toy?
Puff the
two more.
magic hard on.
Puff on the magic heart on.
Made it hard to pee.
M. Garza, 2 live erections. And then H7O Polo, Chode the wet sprocket.
Oh my God.
I'm really, really happy to report that I am caught up.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
there were some really great ones.
That was
Chode the wet sprocket right at the end was really good. I liked Erected the Disco. I thought I was going to go with Engorged Michael, to be honest. I thought that was going to be the one. Pubic Enemy was great. Not So Limp Biscuit. God, there's so many good ones, but I think I got to go with Peter, Tall, and Harry right there at the end. That was said Peter, Paul, and Mary, Peter, Tall, and Harry. It works perfectly. It's also an erection. God damn, that was perfect. Andrew, what's your favorite one?
Oh man, I loved Public Enemy. That was great. Knob Dylan Gland was amazing, but my favorite was also Peter, Tall, and Harry. And I got my own here. I want to submit to new kids.
We'll do those right after we vote. Right after we vote.
Okay.
We'll have a couple for you, Andrew. Danielle, you got what was your favorite?
Oh man, I loved like the Get Off Kids and the Hardigans, but I think I'm gonna go with Whole Play.
Love it. Whole play. Got it. Rachel, what was your favorite?
The White Stripes I Left on Your Back was great. Not at the time, but Not So Limp Biscuit. I loved the one you guys loved, which was
Peter, Tall, and Harry.
But honestly, my favorite was Pole Play as well.
All right, 2-2. Ben.
Poof, what a great round. Loved Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. Britney Spears. Engorged Michael's great because it also would definitely be the name of a Garbage Pail Kid.
Oh my God. Also Britney Spears.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we should totally do Garbage Pail Kid names in the future. Stubby Pecker's fantastic. Knob Dylan and the Gland. Lady Gag's-on, but so perfect. Peter, Tall, and Harry. And I officially concede my campaign for President of the United States, by the way.
Good, because I voted for Chode the Wet Sprocket as, not in the game, but as president of the United States. So, no, Chode the Wet Sprocket was fantastic. White Stripes, Chubby Pecker, Engorged Michael, Pole Play, Pubic Enemy, Britney Spears, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, all fantastic. But Peter, Tall, and Harry takes it for me. That is the winner. Claim your prize. Go to our website, sdscshow.com. Shoot us an email.
Andrew, what you got? You got a couple, you said?
Yeah, just one for Ben mostly. New Kids on the Cock.
Nice. Danielle, I didn't tell you to, but did you write any while we were doing this, Danielle? You didn't have to.
Oh yeah, I got Destiny's Chub, Taylor Stiff, and Christina Aguilera.
There you go. There you go.
Aguilera, that's great. I only had one. I had System of the Can't Hold It Down. Great. You got any?
I have 2. I had Fallout Chub. And then 5 Finger Erection Punch.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Gotta say, I have never been more glad that Rachel and I never dated.
Keep
Fine
telling
line
yourself
between a
that.
punch and a
Keep telling
job. All right, Ben, how many you got? Steve, how many you got?
How many you got, Steve?
I got 7.
I got 10.
Perfect.
All right.
Ben, you start.
All right, we're gonna start
Inches?
I mean, yes for me, Ben.
Not that old chestnut.
You measure from the tip up.
Okay, my first one is that it's not butter.
Wait, what?
This is things Republicans refuse to accept. We didn't get to say yesterday.
Also, real quick, I want to let you know that Jessica is keeping track of who she thinks wins in this round. She has a chalkboard and she's noting down.
Okay.
Can we put Jessica on screen too? I want to see this real
I
time.
like that.
All right. I wish I thought about this more then. All right.
I will begin with the doors I knocked down with my erection.
You're already giving him that one? I
Give a
didn't even
point.
do one.
Oh, is it
You don't
one?
get to pick the rules, Steve.
All right. All right. My first one
Completely
is
subjective and biased.
my first one is Hootie and the Blowedfish.
Oh.
All right, we've got ZZ Cock. ZZ Cock.
All right. I have Electric Light Orchestra. By the way, if you gave another one to Ben on that one, I would have been so upset.
All right,
We've got everybody's favorite indie band, the Rabones.
All right. I have the
I lost half a point.
I have the pastime of those of us who have been quarantined alone, counting erections.
Three Doors Dong.
I have the other pastime of those quarantined alone, tears for erections.
Or tears on erections, but I get the point.
I've got Cream.
I have something you never want to do, the pet shop erections.
Oh my God.
Unless that's your business. If that's your business, it's okay.
Your business.
Yeah, if, you know, at certain stores, it's fine.
As long as the
right?
dog's an adult, you know, it's fine.
Otis Hardong.
What?
Otis Hardong.
Like Otis Redding, sitting on the cock of the bay.
Right.
Oh, good one, Steve.
Don't call it a comeback. All right, I have the thing that Rachel's last entry did, which is smashing erections.
I've got Little Richard.
All right, I have my last one, which is just talking head.
I've got three left here. I've got the Boning Bones.
Steve wins.
I've got two left. I've got Miles Dongus.
Oh, it's tied.
And I close it out with the Four Cocks.
All right, Ben wins. He had 3 extra entries, but he still wins somehow. Yay, Ben.
Yes.
All right, it's time to sing that song, Ben. Here we go.
I just won the game. I just won the game. And now it's time for drawings, but I'm so excited. It's Leedy Corbin.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. I have a social dash enlistation. And then I have, is this reading? I have been trying to find New Zealand on a map. Not Australia and question. And then I have count the mugs, stop the count. I have DTF down to FaceTime.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
If you decide to campaign, I think. I don't know. And then I have chess is for nerds.
I knew
was my
there's a
yearbook
kid in
photo.
Steve's. There's The idea there's a kid in Steve's high school that wrote a book about him being a bully just makes me
Called Ginger Bitch Kicked Me Once or something.
Actually, my book is actually a Russian doll. Inside, there's another book about me bullying that kid, and then that kid wrote another one. And it keeps going.
Bullyception, I like it. And then I have Asco and Fuck Your Adult Kid Emporium right next to me.
In both businesses, you have to wear a mask, but it's for different reasons.
That's good that you made it not look like Ben going in.
I promised I wouldn't. I didn't show the face. It's just a hat.
It is a Dodgers hat.
And that character looks sexually frustrated, so you can't hide that it's Ben. It's Ben.
Oh, it's so true.
Trump with the bullhorn. I won the election by lot. And another bullhorn saying, official sources say that's bull.
That is so good. Oh God, that's so good.
We'd have to fact check him still somehow. I don't know. Okay. Then I have Ben in the shower looking at his new boob board with only Andrew in his mind.
He's so sad.
It's official. I should have ended on that one.
Oh, God.
I could just not show my last
No,
one.
show the
All
last
right.
one.
The artist formerly known
Oh
as
my God.
Oh my God.
That I want.
That's perfect. That he's called the purple one.
This is what it sounds like when the doves cry.
Oh my God. At art for my
bird shit,
erection
that's
heroes on Instagram. Wow. At art for my heroes. That is wonderful stuff. Wow.
There's a white
Good.
stain on your pants, but it's cum, not bird shit.
Purple stain. I gotta give that to TP Pop.
This
Put
is
it in
what
the
it
chat.
sounds like when cock cry.
All right. We did it. It's time to go watch some football. Andrew, where do we find you online and otherwise? How do we follow
Hey,
you?
People are
Andrew
starting
J.
to bid
Rivers.
for that drawing right now, by the way.
What's
What?
They're asking. People want to bid on that drawing right now.
Oh, join us for fucking Fan Fridays and maybe we'll auction that one off.
Well, no one wants to buy the cock anymore. They want the purple one instead of the red one. So,
I've never bought cock in my life, but I will today.
wow. Yeah, just Andrew J. Rivers. Check out my YouTube. I got a pandemic special on there with 25 minutes of COVID jokes and an old one I recorded in February. So, click some likes and subscribes.
All right. Awesome, dude. We'll see you in 100 episodes. Love you.
Thanks.
All right, Danielle, where do we find you at?
Hey, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Diva Deluxe, no E at the end. Also, I have a podcast called Wow Rude Podcast at Wow Rude Pod on all the socials. So new episodes every Wednesday.
And you have a nowhere show,
Hey.
right? You have a
Oh my
Nowhere-
God, yes. I am hosting a show here at Nowhere Comedy Club next Friday. It's called Your Late Show Tonight, and I'm going to be hosting. So it's going to be an hour plus of me and all my fucking funny friends. It's going to be dope.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
We'll check that out. Very cool. Well, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time. You can follow me at Bowers Comedy as always. Ben, what you got coming up?
That show is really cool, by the way. It's a different talk show every month hosted by a different person. It's really fun. So check that out if you can. And also, a reminder, my new podcast episode with the Sklar Brothers and Danielle Van Kirk, Dumb People Town crossover with Last Week on Earth is up right now. Check it out. A great way to take in the last week and laugh at all the absurdity. And tonight, my friends, tonight, the Mad Ones gather for another Glebe off the top crowd work and improvised madness. Leedy Corbin will be there drawing the proceedings. We just got our mugs in. We're very excited because the madness will commence. My guest tonight is Ben Morrison, and with some new super funnies, and we've got Leah Lamar hosting as well. Can't wait.
Ben, that doesn't count as 2 mugs.
Comedyclub.com if you want. Wow.
Ben, I'm glad you're wearing. I'm glad you're wearing the mask that you wear to ASCO. So anyway,
Let me just say, when you storm the Capitol, it's very hard for them to find you when you look like this. You know what I mean?
that was actually one of my favorite memes that someone said, like, of all times not to wear a mask, you had the one excuse, you fucking idiots.
Really paying themselves into a corner on that one, though, because they were so anti-mask the whole time. They're like, so when we commit crimes, though, we're still going no mask? Okay.
Yeah. As for me, check out, I've got 2 shows, one on the 14th, one on the 28th of this month at Nowhere Comedy Club. Both of them are shows where I watch old clips of mine and break them down with comedians, some of whom who were there at the time. It's a very fun format. We've done a couple before. It's a ton of fun, so check those out. Also, Ben, I just want to add the Beat Awfuls. Does that, the Beat Off? That work? All right.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, and one more thing. Steel City AF is going to start releasing some comedy, including Andrew Rivers. So that's gonna start soon, where we're gonna be putting out specials, and so check that out coming up soon. Facebook.com/SteelCityAF.
Very cool. Rach, anything to catch up on before we let the audience go?
Just one late entry. Gus Walsh, late entry. Queen's erection. It's not true.
Well, I think that's Kevin's, right? Anyway.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's my Queen's erection. That's true. I take it back.
Very cool. Audience, thank you so much for being here. We love you. As always, you guys were awesome. We will see you Tuesday at our regular time. I think we're back on schedule now, unless there's more coups or insurrections, or insurrections, as Ben called it yesterday, which is my favorite. Favorite thing I've ever heard. Anyway, so thank you so much for being here. We'll see you guys Tuesday. Rach, anything for you?
And I just want to plug our Patreon again, Patreon/SDSC, because we are going to be playing Quiplash with the fans on January 27th after the show. So you still have time to join the Patreon at the VIP front row level or upgrade your current level, even if it's just for a month. Whatever.
Yeah, and by the way, I don't think she can make it to this one, but I told Jody about Quiplash and she wants to try to play. So we'll see.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So we'll see if we can make that happen.
Awesome.
Right. We'll have fun in Mexico. We will see you on Tuesday. And as for me, I'm going to go watch some football and have a good time today. So enjoy your Saturday and Sunday, everybody. We'll see you Tuesday.
Yeah, and by the way, if comedy doesn't get back to normal eventually, I'm thinking of applying for another job. I'm actually going to be the guy that pushes the Spirit airplane before it takes off.
Well, thank you all for joining us for another episode of SDSC. On behalf of everybody at ASCO, we wish you a real good night. While we hate to see you go, we love to watch you leave. Good night, everybody.
Yes.